getting rid of the stress you already have. There was once a lumberjack who was busy sawing down a large tree with a dull saw. He wasn't the brightest lumberjack. He'd been working at it for quite some time and was worn out because his saw wasn't doing a very good job. Shortly, another man came by and noticed the lumberjack having a rough time with the tree. "Why don't you pause for a while and sharpen your saw? Surely you'll have more success with a sharper saw." The lumberjack thought about it for a few moments, looked at all the other trees that he still had to saw down, and replied, "I don't have time to sharpen my saw. I'm too busy sawing." We oftentimes get so busy with our daily activities, rushing through, hoping to get them all in before the day finishes, that we altogether forget that if we stopped for a few minutes and recharged our batteries, sharpened our own stress reduction saw, we would function far more productively with more energy, enthusiasm, and joy. And we can take this metaphor of the sharpened saw one step further and introduce an additional component, something that would really improve the efficiency of the saw. A power saw. What's a power tool? It's a tool that gets the job done in much less time and does it more efficiently. A good example of a power tool for felling the tree would be a chainsaw. What does this have to do with relieving your stress? When it comes to stress relief, we have some very strong power tools that work impressively to turn off the stress response and create relaxation. One thing I have noticed in my many years of working with people and their stress, and sometimes I have the same thing happen myself, is that even though we know all of the great information in the stress prevention videos, sometimes we forget. In the hectic lives that we live, we stop being in control of our thoughts, upgrading our thoughts, or placing a better thought into the gap between stimulus and response. Power tools can restore balance when we forget. For over 3 decades, I've been studying, exploring, researching, and practicing nearly everything out there that is designed to reduce stress. I'm going to share with you some of the best power tools for stress reduction that are available on the planet. There are many stress-reducing techniques, ideas, tips, and things out there, but in my research, these are the tools that really work. These power tools are natural, healthy solutions. It would be very easy for me to choose some kind of a chemical to help me return to homeostasis, a tranquilizer to make me feel more tranquil, alcohol to deaden my senses, or some other substance that numbs my physiology and thus diminishes the stress response. The problem with this approach is there are side effects that I really don't want. We've all heard the commercials, and we all know people who have become addicted to over-the-counter prescription or illicit drugs. Or we might know someone who's had really bad side effects from these types of substances. Some people use food in the same way. They eat when they're stressed and gain weight. I don't want any of that. So we'll bypass all of those options completely. What we use are easy and enjoyable ways to help you relieve your stress, our power tools. So first, we'll show you the absolute best power tools. Then, we'll explore a variety of other activities that you can do, some additional gear that you can add to your stress management tool chest. These may not be specifically designed to reduce stress, but they have great stress reduction as a byproduct. By the time we're done with these videos, you'll have a whole bunch of fun and effective ways that you can immediately use to help you turn off the stress and learn to relax. The good news is because they work to reduce stress, you'll feel better. You'll feel good again. These power tools are also simple to use. They can be learned and practiced entirely on your own. I may refer you to other treatments that require help from other professionals, like some types of massage. But mostly, I want to give you tools that you can do entirely on your own, so you don't have to depend on anyone else to help you manage your stress and feel good again. Not every technique works the same for everyone. Having taught these methods to many thousands of people, I found that there's great variability in which ones work the best for each person. I suggest that you try each method several times and experiment to discover which techniques work best for you. These power tools also work even when they are not being used. This happens because the more you use them, the more the state of relaxation carries over into the rest of your day's activities. When you use these tools regularly, you'll find you'll feel more calm in situations that would normally upset you. You will have more energy, more contentment, and you'll feel happier. You will sleep more deeply, and you'll fall asleep faster. Your stress-related symptoms will fade away. Your headaches will probably disappear, along with a lot of your muscle pain. Regular relaxation will help bring you back into balance. So let's get started.